And now it's time for some formalized airflow and suction tests. Well, with both of these machines, but for right now, let's use the 10.5 amp Featherlite Dirt Devil. So we have now all four bearings completely repacked, two in the motor and two in the brush roll. So I have to talk a minute though about the bag usage. So right here, you can see what we have are some Clean Fairy HEPA bags. It says designed to fit Bissell 17. And it so happens that the bag collar fits this Featherlite very well. It's not a perfect fit, but it's very good, plenty usable. And the nice thing is it doesn't blow off the actual the neck, the installation point there. So I have tried many other bags with many other collars. I've tried 3 different Hoover bags. I've tried a Hoover A bag, I've tried a Hoover Q bag, and I've tried the YZ bags. And they all have trouble with the collars. I mean, forget about, the bags are wider than this or longer than this. Bottom line is, if that collar doesn't stay on when it's installed into the body of the machine, it's not good enough. I know you can, and I have before made my own bags. I've transferred collars, made my own collars. But if you want to go out and have something that is maybe easier to find bag-wise to fit in this Featherlite, you're going to have a little bit of a tough time. You're probably going to have to custom order something. So what I have found is that for the bag stock that I have, and let's see, I've also tried Royal bags. Oric bags don't fit. The opening is more oblong than it is an oval, a circle, that I mean. And let's see, what else have I tried? Well, a Kirby bag, and it's too big on a Kirby bag, doesn't fit at all. And I've tried a few other bags. Bottom line is, I don't have anything here that fits other than these, and this is what Thomas gave me. So these bags have been blown out very well, and I'm going to use these for the weighed results. And they certainly fit very well in this machine right here, this Power Force 12 amp. It does a great job in here, and it does a great job in here as well. However, honestly, they need to be about yay much longer, so they're too short. These do limit airflow, but not that much. So when all the bags that I tried, whether they stayed on the collar properly or didn't, maximum difference was 2 CFM. So the best bags I was able to come up with was literally about 100 CFM. And again, the collars weren't all that great. And the worst bag scenarios, whether it was even paper, I even tried the Riccar bags, like what fits in, let's see, 8850 and or my Simplicity Symmetry. Again, problem with the bag collar. They actually were too small. They were too tight. So I've gone on long enough. Bottom line is, I've tried a lot of different bags, and in the bag stock I have, which is fairly extensive considering my small collection, there's nothing that fits as well as these. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that will tell me what kind of bags they have of whatever quality, paper or plastic, that will fit something like this very well. But the key is, when you turn it on and turn it off, that the collar does not slip off. If it blows off or it moves a little bit, that's bad. And like I said, I've tried probably close to a dozen different bag collars, and nothing fits as well as these. So let's start out with the airflow, no bag whatsoever. Let's see what we get. Incidentally, let's see, test voltage is a little low today. When we're running, we're about 120.2 volts, so that's going to mean 120 volts. So it is just slightly low. A lot of people's air conditioners are running. That's dragging the power grid down a bit. This is a direct air machine, so there's only one filter. That is the bag, and the bag is out in this case. It's probably going to get loud. And I did check the current draw, and at 120 volts under load, this is rated for 10.5. I'm getting about 10.6, so good enough. Oh, I see we got a little peak there. Nice rundown and no more odd noises. So let's see, 3917, and we are at 102.2 CFM with a lot of glare. There. So 102.2 CFM. That's what we have with no bag. So let's go ahead and actually put a bag in and see the airflow drop a bit. Now I have one of the two blown out Clean Fairy bags installed. Let's see what kind of airflow we get. And no need to mention, because it's obvious that the brush roll is spinning, I don't take the belt off for this. So that's not too bad. Well, let's see, do I have any glare here? So we got 98.6, so we could round that up to 99 CFM. So putting these bags in does actually reduce the CFM a little bit. It really isn't that much. And frankly, these are kind of nice bags. All right, so now let me reset up the camera and we will do a suction test. I almost forgot to mention the CFM density with this Green Dirt Devil is extremely high. It's almost a 6. And even though that's a relative number, that's very, very high. And the whole reason why this machine does not stick to the carpet is because the way Dirt Devil designed it was to ride literally over the top of the carpet. It does not go and dig into the carpet at all. There's no height adjustment, so it just gently rides over the top of the carpet. It's able to pick it up, as you saw in a previous video, but it's not like a Kirby where it digs down. So very high CFM density. All right, now this is going to get loud. So let's see what this does for nozzle suction. Bag is in, brush roll spinning. Okay, I saw about 24 inches of nozzle suction, and for a nozzle that's this tiny, it's very diminutive, that kind of airflow and that kind of nozzle suction, I'm expecting some pretty good results when we do the sand and the baking soda test, and maybe even the whole house carpet cleaning. So we'll just have to see. Stay tuned for those videos.